realized because we had to restart the system. I'm not sure I turned on all of the phone's toggle lights. Do you remember how to do it? No. Yeah, don't stop it. Don't stop it. Just find it. Tally light. So this is John's second time running the studio.
Awesome.
He's learning all about the technologies,
Which is always changing. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see stuff.
So that's going to be Instagram.
Okay.
So I think I need to mount a second TV up here, because one for the notes, and then one so we can see what's going on in the audience.
Okay.
But that will come in the future.
Future enhancements.
There you go. Now the tally light's on.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So that's me just, should have known better that should have done that in the first place. All right, go ahead. Yep. There you go. Oh, look at those two good looking guys.
Woohoo.
Nice. All right. Did LinkedIn, was there anything extra to push on LinkedIn? Or did it just kick? Is there a go live button anywhere, or it just says we're good? There we go. Can you imagine back in the day, to do something like this, like you had to have like a full production studio.
Oh, I'm sure.
And now I do it with 3 iPhones, an iPad, a soundboard, and a laptop.
It's still quite a production, though. I mean, if you look at it, it really is it's still a lot of gear.
There's about $15,000 worth of gear in here.
Yeah. As I said, it's yeah.
Yes.
So it's still, it's a little bit more than just kind of, a couple of people just chatting, at a table.
Well, actually, it's what's behind you. That wall has made the biggest impact in the sound quality of this space.
You wouldn't think, but I mean, acoustics are everything.
You can have a horrible video, not horrible. You can have a not high quality video and good audio, and people will watch. If you have a high quality video but horrible audio, they skip it. All the things.
And it's so funny because we've gotten to that place now where you have to have the subtitles. Because generationally, people are, they're watching Netflix while they're on their phone. And so they need those subtitles so they can try to stay engaged with both.
Correct.
I don't know how well that works. I know I have a problem multitasking. Just ask my wife.
Really?
So.
What would she say?
She's like, no.
No?
Just no.
Okay, so it's something that you like doing, and then you just don't do it well, or...
I just think multitasking, it's really hard to focus on 2 things and do both extremely well. Can you get 2 things done? Sure. But are they going to be your A+ work? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No. We've actually been teaching our kids, because this device is, this is not for fun. This is work. This device, this is work. Right?
Yeah. When
I get home, sometimes my friends will get growly at me because they're like, you don't answer your phone. No, I'm at home. This just went into a drawer.
It is so hard, though. I mean, especially being in real estate, it is just really hard to disconnect because we're here. I'm here to serve my clients, and I feel like if I see a client calling and I don't pick up the phone, it's guilt. I mean, there's guilt. I'm like, oh, but yeah, it's 8:00 at night, but I want to serve. Yeah, so it is. Wow, it is balancing that family time and serving your clients. It's tough. It's tough for me. So,
I would say it's tough for a lot of people in real estate in the real estate world. And here's what I think the issue is. The issue is the expectation. Not your expectation, the industry expectation.
As you hear the audible sigh. And you're right. Absolutely right about that. And what the sigh comes from is the fact that I absolutely can set the expectation and just say, you know what, family time for me is, 7:00 on. And, Sunday afternoons are time that I spend with my family, and set those boundaries. But when I don't, that's when, things get away from me. Then I feel like I always have to be on call. And you're right, it's an industry problem. We all do that. But I need to get better at kind of setting those boundaries and having those limits. Of course, if there's an emergency coming up, I'll absolutely take care of that client. But I need to be able to turn it off to recharge, to be my best for those clients.
And that's where I think, a lot of professionals that, like, I have my family realtor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of just pure honor, I don't call him at 8:00 at night. There's no reason. There's nothing that's going to happen at 8:00 at night that cannot be solved that next morning. Nothing is going to get done other than me dumping information on him, right? That's it. He's not going to do anything at 8:00 at night. There's nothing that can be done. And if, it's the mortgage or da-da-da-da. Yeah, great. I hear you. The mortgage guy's asleep or at the bar. One of the two.
Yeah, depending on the mortgage person, you're absolutely right there. But it's still, that phone rings, you see that name. Yeah, it's still hard for me to resist that thing.
So one of the biggest things that I've done is that auto response.
Yes, Yes, one of the top 5 features. Absolutely. I'm in a meeting or I'm on the other line. I'll call you back.
Correct.
So
the third one that I pre-programmed, I'm having family time. I'll call you tomorrow.
Ooh, I like that. I could do a custom version of that.
That I believe everyone that I've sent that to, minus one client, and that client is minus one former client, would be what they always respond. Absolutely, that's great that you're having family time. I'll talk to you in the morning, right? And they know they're going to get a phone call from me about 7:30, 8:00, because that's after the girls are in school, right? And I'm driving, and I'm like, okay, I have time to call now. But I would suggest that, especially if you're new in the real estate game, right? Like if you've already set that expectation that you're answering the phone at 8:00 at night. That's part of your MO now. To change that's a massive change of degrees. Yeah. If you're new to the game and you set that expectation, understand you may lose. You may not keep a client because you're setting that expectation, right? But hear me on this. If when everything else is in order, if your priorities are in order, God, your spouse, family, work, and then serve, how much better does your life run?
Runs a lot better. It's setting those boundaries. I don't think it's a matter of setting the priorities, but it's respecting yourself enough to set those boundaries. Now, it's easy for me to say. I'm just being really honest about it. Very easy for me to say, but I definitely have work to do on that. I need to work on myself to do that. So.
I like that. You just like owning it. Like, hey, this is an area of my life. I need to grow in this. I'm speaking it out. Do you want me to keep you accountable?
Absolutely.
Oh, be careful.
I have no problem with accountability. And you know what? I like accountability partners. So, all right, Nick,
is that what we're doing?
Did Matt set that? Is Matt setting appropriate boundaries?
And y'all have that on camera now. So, all right, well, talk to me here. You're in the real estate world. How long have you been in the real estate world?
I've been in the real estate space 12 years.
Oh, that's about as long as I've been doing this.
So, I mean, it's been a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Seeing the evolution. And I actually came from a field which a lot of people will just go, really? I actually came from the cosmetics and fragrance industry. So.
Oh, I have so many questions.
I thought you might. I thought you might. I actually, my wife was very sad when I left the industry. Of course, as you can imagine. But yeah, I came from the cosmetics and fragrance space where I was there for 17 years. I worked for Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. So
she was not happy when you left.
She was like, you can't go work for a shoe company or something. I'm like, real estate, really? But they the joy got sucked out of that industry. It was fantastic when I started. It was all about the people, and it was about just, making them, rising them up and building them up and develop those relationships, which we've, talked about on several occasions. And then slowly that eroded, and it became more and more about the money, and it became more and more about, the numbers, and very little about the people. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't just drive those people to do stuff when, they didn't give me the tools to take care of them. And, I can still remember the day, like it was yesterday. I was sitting outside with my wife on our patio in California, and I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't do it anymore. It's just, the industry is just horrible. And so my wife asked me what I wanted to do. And I said, I want to go sell real estate. I think I'd be really good at it. She's like, do it. So 6 months later, I was selling real estate. Wow. So, yeah, it was a big change. I mean, my wife was, she gave me the gift to be able to do it. She's she supported me from day one, from moment one, and just has always been my rock on that. I mean, it's been amazing. So,
isn't it amazing? Let me rewind. How blessed you are to have a woman that stood next to you and said, if that's your next step, we're doing it together.
Yeah.
I have the honor of leading a good amount of men through church. And, when a man gets in his head, great, I've been W-2 for so long, I'm ready to step out into my own. Sometimes there's hesitation on the women's side, right? And I get it. Like, I fully get it. Like, he just like dropped a bomb, and you're like, okay, what's the plan? How are we gonna do it? And there's a checklist that's going through her head, right?
Yeah.
Was it an immediate yes, or did you have to like say like, here's my plan? Like, what was that? Or did she just see how run down you are? She was like, yes, please change. Like, where were you on this?
You know what? It was an immediate yes. You need to do it. You need to be happy. There was a plan behind it because I've been kind of thinking about it beforehand, and really just, it was time to really voice it and to say, hey, I'm done. And there was no hesitation with Kay. She just was like, you need to do it. And yeah, she's like, get it done. We'll make it. So, but she's always been my rock star on that. She's absolutely been my rock.
She's been your rock, but it sounds like you've led well.
Yeah, we have an amazing relationship like that. We really do. We are the support for each other, and it goes back and forth. It really does.
Elaborate.
Really does.
Share more.
Well, it's just, you wake up in the morning and, you don't know who's going to be at, who's going to have the full tank, and, who's going to need a little bit of your gas. So, we just support each other, and, whoever needs a little bit extra gets that extra. It's not something you kind of consciously think about. It's something that just comes natural. And that's when you have the right person, is when that just happens naturally, and you're just like, oh, well, Kay needs a little extra today, so I'm there for her. Whether that's refilling her coffee, making her a little bit of breakfast, making sure she ate, which I do all the time. It's like, hey, have you had lunch today? Because, that's just, it helps. It helps them, it fills their tank. And, it's a little selfish on my part because it fills my tank as well. But it's, when you give, when you just give to give with no expectation of return, it fills your emotional tank more than you will ever know. It just does. At least it does for me, and I think it does for a lot of people.
And what you just said right there, that is proof of a healthy relationship. Very much so. That is proof of a healthy relationship with healthy people. Spiritually, and I would say emotionally healthy people.
Well, thank you. I mean, I think we've got a great relationship, and we just celebrated 15 years about 6 months ago. We're actually headed off on our little anniversary trip at the end of this week, which will be very fun. But time goes by fast.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
It really does.
Well, my wife and I just got done doing our yearly planning, and it was the 5-year and 10-year plan, and she just like burst out in tears on the 10-year plan. I'm like, why are we crying? She goes, our oldest will be 19 years old in that 10-year plan, and she's just like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm like, no, you're not ready. That's 9 years into the future, 10 years into the future, but teaching her, and with the people who are speaking in our lives, teaching her how to think that far ahead, because you're either running away from something, you're running towards something, right?
Right.
It's better to be running towards something.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just do a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. You got to think, where are we going to be 10 years from now? Where are we going to be 20 years from now? What does that look like? How much can we control? How much can we not control?
Absolutely.
So on that note of controls, so what is, I have to know, the best men's cologne from that world?
Oh boy. All right. I'll tell you my favorite.
Okay.
So I'm actually wearing it today. My wife will love this because, there were a few years after, the last like 3-4 years, I haven't worn fragrance at all. And, just, it was a habit for so many years. But then, my wife got back from a trip to Brussels and she brought me back, one of my favorite fragrances, which is Acqua di Parma, very small boutique brand. And it's Colonia by Acqua di Parma. And there's something about it's a very old school, kind of a George Clooney-esque fragrance. If you were to meet George Clooney, you'd imagine he'd smell like this. And so, yeah, it's so funny that, fragrance for me puts me in a mood. So, it's kind of just the scent, just like, all right, I'm ready for the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I have another fragrance, same company, Acqua di Parma. They make it in their Mediterranean collection, and it's called Arancia, and it smells like fresh oranges. And if I'm ever in a bad mood, that's like, oh, this day, it's just, I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
I go to that fragrance because it instantly puts a smile on my face, just makes me happy. And I'm like, today's going to be a good day.
My ask of you,
Yes.
please do not ever wear that around me.
Okay. No
I'm
oranges.
highly allergic to oranges.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't make the second choice there. That would have been bad. We would have had to, we're rescheduling because he smells like oranges. So
Right. And if you see I'm drinking this Orange Kiss Alani, this is not orange in any form or fashion. There is no orange juice in here. This is safe
just
for me
the
to drink.
color a little bit.
There you go. There you go. It's so funny. I actually had a massive reaction one day. They at my old office, we all did all the dishes there, right? Had a little kitchen.
Yeah.
And someone brought in orange dish soap. And I didn't know it was in the office.
Oh no.
And the next thing I know, I'm like, something's wrong. Something's really wrong.
Oh no.
And it's because I never told the staff. They had no idea I was going to have a reaction to that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hives the whole bit.
It was-
EpiPen or
No, I actually, thank God I have not had to use an EpiPen in quite a long time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you
no
for not having to
oranges.
make today.
Note to self. There we go. Wow.
I didn't even think of there's perfumes and colognes that have a lot of orange in them.
Oh yeah, especially come summertime. Yep, absolutely.
Elaborate. Why summertime?
Well, just summertime is, everybody wants those lighter scents, those fruitier scents. It's like bergamot, oranges. It's just, a lot of fruit, a lot of citrus fruit in popular fragrances right now.
You could actually start your own channel. Just here's fragrances for guys, and here's like palettes and things of that nature. And if you have, I don't even know how do you measure? Back in the day, you would walk through Dillard's or J.C. Penney. They'd be like, spritz you and spritz you and spritz you and spritz you. And someone's going to clip that. Oh my goodness. I don't believe I just said that on camera.
Oh, so funny. Well, so the funny part is that used to be, part of my job was to hire those people that would come. Would you like to try? Oh yeah. And we'd put those people in, geez Louise, 30, 40 stores on the West Coast, on a Saturday. Sometimes I would have 2 and 3 people in a store that would just,
Spreads people.
absolutely. And I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, it was him. Boy, you're bringing back all the memories today. All
man.
right. All right. Rich memories.
I remember when going to the mall was like the thing to do.
I know.
Do you guys go to the mall? John? So we have a special guest. He's behind all the cameras today. His name is John Roth, and he is running all of the tech. If you're going to talk, bro, just make sure to pull the mic up. You can say hi to everyone.
What's up, guys?
John's the man running the board.
So, John, do you ever go to the mall?
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. Me and my buddies go there from time to time.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, you gotta think. I came here to the States 2 years ago, and there's no big malls in Europe, not like here. So even just Stonebriar Mall is like a mega mall for me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Interesting. Stonebriar is a mega mall.
Could you imagine if you went to Mall of America or like, Minneapolis or South Coast Plaza in California that, it's basically a whole city.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
I think you'd be lost there, John.
All right. Well, let's continue down this road. Okay. So you need to start a show because I need to know what fragrances I need to wear. And here we go. Right. There's a lot of guys out there that have no idea. Like when we talk about marketing yourself, you always have to have like an X factor, right? Like I do AI reputation management. I own an agency that does AI reputation management. What does that mean? That means when you go, you ready?
Yep.
Hey, Siri, find a realtor near me.
One option is Rachel Cahill, ex-realty on North Preston Road in Prosper. Less than a half mile to
This is the way of the future. People are going to talk to their phone, ask for marketing agency, coffee shop, chiropractor, dentist, whatever, right? And the people that are on these devices that have it built correctly,